from what I remember on Tuesday, we had some requests towards the end to continue working on brush knee push, since we had a little bit new understanding of that sort of, but I see surprised face like, did we say that? I don't remember saying that. I seem to remember that towards the end of class, we talked about how the sweet spot in brush knee push is how do you know when to sync step and line it up so that there's that, it's less of a block push and more of a step lift. Is that ringing any bells?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If it's not, it's okay.
Not your imagination.
I'm just making it up for the Tai Chi, you know, spirits are saying, they need to work on this. Does anybody need a refresher on how brush knee push works? Because otherwise I would like to just partner you up and let you practice. Need to see it?
Maybe one.
Sure thing. Who would like to be Mahugi? Okay. Nice and slow. Remember, they can come from either side, but we'll do this one first. Super slow. So my first thing is, I'm going to not get this. And you can just keep this and put just a tiny bit more weight into it. There you go. Not resist, but weight. And then there's the push there. So what I'm trying to get is, see how it brings him in? I don't have to, and I'm not really pulling on him. It's just his leverage ends up down, so that as I sink and step and I lift with my body, and by shifting into that front leg, that's what generates the push, more than it's like a, don't hit me, get away. Does that make sense? So, and where that happens is the timing of the sink and step and lift. And we can give this level of correction and adjustment because you had such a good understanding of it by practicing it on Tuesday. So does that make sense? In theory, if not in execution? So, if you don't mind being a group of 3, and then I will put the pains on the pain train.
On board.
Choo-choo.
House of Pain.
The House of Pain. And so just practice it a few times and go nice and slow as the oogie.
Who wants to go first? I'd love it.
We've been through this movie before. Pretty common.
That's right.
Right? Oh, yeah.
Good.
Very good.
Yeah.
You seem like you enjoy it.
I'm putting weight behind it. So you can. Actually, I think you.
It's correct, so
Yeah.
it'd be left foot out.
You're right. I
That's
didn't
what they did last time.
Sing and step, yeah.
I didn't even see that.
Good catch.
They may not,
Oh, yeah.
Different, right?
Yeah. More, I feel more energy, if you will, without you doing anything.
are you gonna throw a punch at me?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Good, good. Switch feet. Remember we just talked about the sink down, step in. I believe, I understand.
Okay, this way, right?
And, so it's a right punch.
You're doing excellent cooking. Unless you're some third member.
I'm gonna step with this, I'm gonna step in with this right.
Okay.
Foot, too.
I can do that.
See how it brings me more in your space? So that as you then sink down and step, it lifts me up. So the more committed you can be with it, it gives a little bit of momentum that helps make Tai Chi work. There it is. Switch.
Arg. That's my only comment today.
So-
Arg.
That's a good comment.
The block is the side that steps. There you go. Yes, yes. So it's that helps, it's the block is the step.
The block is this.
Let me hit her. What do you-
Okay, you hit her.
I have to keep you lately. Nice.
Feel it back?
Yeah.
You happy?
Yes, yeah, I'm just, I'm like, it's really good. You didn't step, so slow down from the oogie perspective, so.
Different person.
I'll
Different
do a
feel.
oogie turn here. So, nice and slow so that you can feel that sink down step in
Oh, yeah.
to get me off,
Very good, very
off
good.
balance, does that make
Other
sense?
side?
Yeah, sure, nice and slow. Push your feet, you step with the block foot.
Step with this one. Well, you're right.
Oh, hang on, that was me wrong. There we go. Yes. Did you feel, go slow again, and then you can
Very
slow
good.
as well, because I'm not, you don't have to worry, I'm not gonna hit you in the face.
Okay, thank you
I
so
won't
much.
tell you which hand
You feel how I have weight in here on you?
Yes.
So now shift, don't push, shift your body. So the shift is a little, the shift is a little bit early on you, because the shift is what moves me.
I got you.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it's very helpful.
So let's slow down and try it a couple more times.
Okay.
So sit down and step,
My turn.
and then shift, yes. Did you feel that?
I do.
A little bit of a difference there?
I do.
Yeah, one more time, and then we'll switch and I'll let you feel that.
Better.
Absolutely.
Leaning forward.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna go
That
super
takes a while.
slow,
Takes-
so that what I'm trying to let you feel is, what tends to happen is that
It's gonna work
the
either
shift is
way.
already
No,
happened
this
and then a
is-
push
it doesn't
happens.
go.
Versus I'm here, that's where the push happens. It's the shift of my body that does the push. Nice and slow, step, yeah, so the shift.
Don't do that.
I'm gonna get in your space because of you
This is
deflecting me
the entry
downward,
point.
and you should still be on your back foot.
Okay.
When you tuck the head and get over it.
I don't want to shoot
It's
you.
like it to work.
My turn.
There you go. Yeah.
Let me see if I can get to the right this time.
You wanna feel it?
Yes.
Got it wrong. Again.
I always think of it when I did the step, I think of it, if you step with this.
Oh, yeah. Feel there's a difference there? Yeah.
Yes.
But you can think of that as an adjustment.
And I don't feel anything in my arm.
Bring it up and then bring
One
it
more
all back
time,
up.
I guess.
Because if I'm too far away,
Bring
you
you
can
in.
adjust yourself.
and then I shift.
Wow, that's pretty good.
It's that
Yeah?
side of the block.
Push me around.
Yeah. Blocking hand, stepping hand.
Very good.
I will get it.
I know you will. I have no doubts.
You know, you're.
Question?
When you're
Straight.
You're redirecting the front.
Uh-huh.
You shift.
Where do I want it to go? Because I kind of,
You are really just, it's a, so it's a, she'll understand this, in Chen style, it actually is a redirect down, it's a grabbing down.
okay.
Then you do.
Not so much in
I'm
this
just
one,
trying to follow.
it's just
Yeah.
don't get hit,
Then you try really,
I mean, so I'm actually going to be putting a lot of force on it,
Down near my hip, just.
because it's gonna end up here.
Yeah.
Just sweep it away down. by the
Yes,
hip.
and so the point is just bringing your energy down into my space,
Okay.
and then when I shift,
You're back here.
it uproots you, so it's down, up.
Because I'm ending up somewhere up here.
Yeah, it's not, it's definitely just enough to stick.
I think I'm doing a Jackie Chan.
And sure.
Have you guys been swapping enough?
Yes.
Okay.
One more.
You would, you kind of.
Pointed it out.
Right,
Just
good catch, yes.
You pointed that out.
Yes,
Just wanted to
yeah, but then
figure out
try
where
not
it's
to let the
supposed
tail
to
come
go
out,
with
but
it.
that was very good. Feel the
I
difference?
was listening.
I do.
Good. Yes.
You like that side. You don't need to think on the left. Right side again, then we'll go back on there. You need to turn.
We're gonna check. One more. I have to get in there closer.
I know.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's so short.
I feel myself lifting.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
I know you wouldn't.
Yeah, well, I know.
Never on purpose.
That definitely,
That was
in
very
Aikido
good.
and Judo,
I have
I was
heard,
taking
but never
down
on
training.
purpose.
Oh, my pets that all the time, I'm like, I would never hurt.
I
You
feel
know,
myself lifted.
I can't help it if
It's
you
coming
if my
from
feet don't step
your
on the
feet.
tail.
I
I'm
feel
so
that.
sorry.
Really feels good.
Dogs and cats.
I do, yeah.
'Cause I'm not
One
really
dog, two
moving.
cats, and then I feed an outside
moving.
colony of like 7 cats that I.
Once I get up,
I just don't think it's fair to
Gotta
let
step.
cat, like, people throw food out for them, but then don't take care of them, like, if they need help.
Feel
You
it.
can't do that, like, you can't just.
I can feel it. I can feel it
Food.
coming from the legs. I
Let
can
us
feel
know
it.
when you're ready for an intervention.
Never, friends. Good, very good. Oh, nicely done, did you feel how that like brings you in?
You
Yeah,
didn't do anything
yeah,
different,
good,
other than it was more connected. I didn't feel any more.
nice.
The out of here.
Nice,
I feel it.
That was really
yeah.
good. One more time.
Especially when I commit.
Right, right.
I do.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, I was trying to
Slow.
take
Slow.
slow.
30 seconds.
Sure.
Good oogieing, he's really good oogieing happening.
Thank you.
Okay, team,
Ting.
how was that? Feel good, feel different?
Right.
Yay, it feels right. So,
We get it.
yeah, when you get it. And when I say actually good oogieing, good oogieing is important in all the applications, but this is one where it's easier to practice being a good oogie. And, you know, there's that fine line between resisting, because, you know, if somebody actually comes at you, they're not gonna be like, prove it, can you move my, I mean, that's not how that works. It's committed, but they're not locked out, right? So, but also, you know, that doesn't help either. So there's this art of learning how to slowly come at somebody so they can practice the move while still putting some weight on it. And one of the ways that I can kind of encourage practicing that is, I mean, don't hurt your hand, but, you know, like, I'm not just putting my fist on the wall. This is texture. I don't recommend it. It doesn't feel real good. But it's learning to modulate how this wall has my weight, even though I'm not going anywhere. But if the wall wasn't there, it would tip me over. So the punching bag, we may do this in another class, where you learn to, you know, I'm putting weight in it so that you have momentum, but I also know how to slow it down enough to not bombard you if you're not ready. There's my body weight, my mass is behind this. So there's an art to that. Ultimately, like me and Senior Head Instructor Fig, he can punch me or I can punch him, and at any point we can freeze, even though we still give our weight behind it. And that's ultimately what's going to help you learn the applications, because you can put weight and be really fast, but you know, it may not, if you're not really like, I've got this application, that may be flustering and don't touch me, you know, don't hit me. So I like what I'm seeing today. It's a good start at learning to feel like, yes, you have my body weight, but I'm going to let you move me. So we'll just keep practicing on that. And like I said, next time, in the next couple of weeks, we might just for fun on bags kind of play with weight slowly, you know, with a little bit of resistance. Sound okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so let's go ahead and bow out. Life skill, path of self-mastery requires a focused mind. A focused mind sees no obstacles. Path of self-mastery requires a focused mind. A focused mind sees no obstacles. Path of self-mastery requires a focused mind. A focused mind sees no obstacles. Good class.
Head Instructor?
About to intermediate and beginner level students, black sash training is dismissed.